Cool. Hi. Thanks for joining us today. I got Dr. Bruce Rippey, our CEO at Bridge Integrative Medicine, and then a special guest with us today, Renee. She's our insurance guru of the day. We got some insurance questions that we're going to be asking. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We've got the exciting topic of insurance to talk about today.
No.
I was looking a couple days ago at Google, and when you type in chiropractic care or medical or any of those things, the top questions that pop up are about Medicare, are about coverage, and about how our insurance is handled. So I wanted to ask Renee about that because she's our insurance guru about those topics. So the first question, Renee, that we have for you is Medicare. It's a complicated system. There's lots of things going on there. Does chiropractic care, is that included in Medicare?
Absolutely. We have been providing Medicare patients coverage for chiropractic care for a long time. So absolutely.
That was an easy
covered.
question. I thought insurance was going to be harder, Dr. Bruce.
Yeah, well.
Second question was about coverage. Who are we network with? What's that look like? Kind of go through that process.
Well, we're a network with almost all the providers, with all insurance providers. If you're not sure, hey, come in, give us a try, ask us. We'll check out your insurance for you and find out. But all of your big players, we're a network with.
All the big players are our network. Okay, perfect. Yeah. That was an easy question. Third one was if a patient comes in, they're a new patient, they hand us their insurance card. Now I know it's copied, but from there, what happens?
So that's where we get into something called the revenue cycle. Don't worry, it's a big word, but it's not too bad. There's a lot of moving parts here. So when a person comes in, we take their card, we go ahead, we scan it into our system, we send that information on to our insurance specialist, and she's going to call and get all your insurance benefits with somebody over the telephone. So we're giving them codes. We're telling them, hey, maybe what's wrong with you, trying to gather that information. Then when you come in to see us, we are checking your insurance again just to make sure we have it entered correctly. The doctor's going to see you, do some services. You get some good doctors like this right here taking good care of you.
Thank you.
And they're going to treat you, and they're going to put some codes in the system that says what we did for you and what your diagnosis was. Then we're going to take that information and we're going to move to the next step of the revenue cycle, where we are going to send a claim to your insurance company. And your insurance company is either going to like it or they're not going to like it. And hopefully we move all the way through the process that we actually get paid for that. And once we get paid for that, we're going to know how much you might still owe us if you owe us something, or whether or not they covered it. So it's a whole big cycle, and it doesn't end until that whole account balance is paid off.
Wow, that's the complicated part.
Yeah.
So when we talk about copays and all the, what is that? I don't understand that yet.
So a copay, there's a couple different terms you might hear. A copay is a flat dollar amount that you would pay for a certain service.
Okay.
We'd have to talk to your insurance company. Is chiropractic a copay for you, or do you have to pay a deductible? And a deductible is an annual amount that you pay for your insurance every year. When you sign up, you have to pay X out of your pocket. Once you meet that, you don't have to pay anymore. You might have a co-insurance, so you have to pay a certain percentage of the cost of the services.
Okay. So I know beginning of the year, a lot of people's insurance just reset. I know that from in the past, there's a certain number of chiropractic visits you're allowed, certain number of services you're allowed with your insurance. Kind of go through that a little bit with me.
So it really varies on any insurance. It's very different. It could be that you don't even have a deductible. Maybe you just have co-pays. But if you do have a deductible, you're right. It resets. You start paying that out from scratch. If you have a $1,000 deductible and then they say we're going to cover your care, then you're going to be paying that full amount until you reach $1,000, no matter if you reach that with us or if you reach it with somebody else.
Yep.
Wow. So that sounds really complicated.